Praise God. We're looking at learning how to tune, our second of our tuning tapes. If you do not know how to tune a guitar string, or if you've never tuned a guitar string before, then please look at the previous tape on how to tune guitar strings, and then you'll be ready for this tape. Today we're going to learn how to tune the guitar to itself. We're going to start with an A, which I'll get for the metronome again, just to make sure. Whoops. That's the sound here. Here we get to the A. There it is. Our A. Yes. So I brought this A to pitch. Now, even if the A string was not to pitch, we could still tune by this way that I'm going to show you. But then you would not be tuned to pitch. So it's better to have an A somewhere to get a reference and to be able to go from there. And if you're not to pitch, then if your guitar will be either flat or sharp, or when you try to play with others, you'll be surprised to learn that your guitar is out of tune. You thought it was in tune. Well, it was in tune with itself, but it wasn't tuned to pitch. And so we're tuning it to A. So we've checked, we're at an A. So what's the next step? Well, now we're going to have to put our fingers on the guitar strings. And we've got the A string in tune already. And we're going to tune the E string to the A string. So we're going to take our finger, I'm going to use the second finger, and I'll go put first on the first fret, and I'll move it to the second, third, fourth, fifth fret. I'm going to press down with my second finger on the fifth fret and play the note. Now that should be the same as the A string. This is just slightly lower, so I'm going to tune it up. Move back up to the fifth, and I'll fret again, and I'll play it again. Oh, got to keep working at it. So this is fine tuning. You can get it a little too high, a little too low. So if I tune it up just a little too high, oh, okay. So I have to bring it down so that it sounds the same. Try to keep taking it lower. Here comes the bride. That's the same. So you have to have your ear refined enough so that you can hear whether it's a little too high or a little too low. And if you guess wrong, go the other way, and then you'll be saying, oh, then you're teaching yourself which way it was. That time it was a little too high. Now I've got it right. So now my E string is in tune to the A string. So now we're going to go to the A string, and we're going to tune the A string. Not going to tune the A string, we already have that in tune. But we're going to tune the D string to the A string. We've just tuned the E string to the A string, and now we're going to tune the D string, that's the fourth string, to the A string. So I'll go to the A string, I'm going to take my second finger at first fret, second, third, fourth, fifth fret, I put it down. Now that is going to be the same note as the open D string. Now if the D string was off, then I would tune it. So in other words, I've got to make the open string sound like my second finger. If it's a little too high or a little too low. Now there is a difference in color between the thickness of the fifth string and the less thickness in the fourth string. So there's a slight difference in that. Don't be confused by that sound. We're going for the pitch. to the 4th string, and we're going to tune the 3rd string to the 4th string. So we go to the D string, the 4th string, and I'll start on the 1st fret, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th fret, put my 2nd finger down, play the note, that's a G, and now we'll play the open G string. See how that one I've got being sounding the same. And you can really hear the difference between the thickness of the D string, the D string, yes, the G note and the treble string. Okay, now when we go to the 3rd string, we're going to, the G string, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, but we only go to the 4th fret, not the 5th fret on the 3rd string. We're going to play that note, that's a B, and then that'll sound the same as the 2nd string. Not quite the same. Go down or up. Was it higher or lower? So you don't go far. You don't turn it too far because it's usually pretty close. That far is too low. If you get it too high, and they will ring together. You can kind of hear them vibrate together. Now, to tune the 1st string, now that we have the 2nd string in tune with the 3rd string, now we're going to go to the 2nd string. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fret, play the note, and then we'll have the open E string, and they should be the same. If they're not, then you adjust it. Just slightly, usually. So now we've tuned the guitar to itself, so each string has been used. Now if you make an error, it can multiply over the strings, so we have to get so their ears are good enough so that doesn't happen. But you can always go back and check it. So we're starting on the 5th fret of the 6th string. Play the next string, the open A string, should be the same. The 5th fret on the 4th string. Play the open D string, it should be the same. Go to the 5th fret of the 4th string and play the open 3rd string, should be the same. Go to the 4th fret of the 3rd string, play the open 2nd string, should be the same. Go to the 5th fret of the 2nd string, play the open E string, the 1st string, should be the same. If it's not, you adjust it just a little bit. And remember, when you're tuning it, the strings do settle. So you tune it, didn't mean you might have tuned it just fine, but it might have just settled a little lower or a little higher, and so you've got to go back and recheck it. That's how you tune the guitar to itself, hopefully starting with the pitch A, so you can be playing with others. Thanks very much for listening to the tuning tape, the 2nd tuning tape, and there's some more to follow that will take you to even other ways of tuning that will help refine the process further. Take care. God bless.